Hi, I'm Stan.
And I'm Shen.
And each week we bring you the Stan and Shen Show. And each week we talk about fun things through our travels throughout the capital region. We touch on food, we touch on news, try to touch heavily on good news. And Shen's always available with hot takes.
Yeah, so if you could follow along and listen to us every week on dailygazette.com or on all major streaming platforms, we'd love to have you join us. Well, we all color coordinated today.
We did.
We're all in blue.
All in blue.
Even though this is a happy occasion.
That's right. So we're switching this over from Nike's Just Do It to having Kristen Hislop on.
Ooh, good job, Stan.
Thank you. And it's Just Run is the topic of today's podcast on the Stan and Shen Show. Right, Shen?
Just run. Yep.
Just run?
Just run.
Just run. So we are here to kind of help you with conversations and learning about the newish, delightful run for women, Saturday, May 30th at 9 a.m. That'll be an early morning for Shannon. And
I told you I might do the virtual.
No.
In person is so fun.
In person, so here's my thing about racing in person, and I didn't realize how much I would dislike it until I did a turkey trot on Thanksgiving. The kickoff is the worst part because it's just a massive amount of people all trying to get their speed up at the same time, but no one's going quick enough.
Well, when you have a bunch of women together, we have corrals, and you are entered by your time. So it is a very smooth flow out, and everyone starts exactly at their pace.
These are professionals.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to be corralled into the slow group because that's what I'm going to be.
Well, then you just got to
My pace is so down.
It's the honor system. So you have to
We do. We actually have people write down when you register, you put in your expected finish time. And that way we can set people. Because the elite field is going to do it in 15 minutes and change.
Yeah,
and then we have people who are doing it an hour and 15, right? So
I'm not that either. Thank God.
So you just put your time in.
What is this, a 5 pay rate?
Yeah.
So my time for the turkey trot was like
38.
35.
I thought you were 38.
No, at home it was 38. On the day of it was 35, which blew my mind because I won't lie, I did walk a portion.
Okay. Yeah, but that's the energy of the day, right?
Yeah.
When you get together with other people, you always do better.
Yeah.
See, there we go.
I treat it like a little game.
So you're going to run because I'm not going to order a big Shen head and not be able to use it.
Okay, fine.
So, Kristen.
Yes.
Enough about Shen. Let's talk about this awesome event that's been around for a long time.
Yeah, 47. This is the 48th year.
40th year. And we were something else before.
Yeah, literally decades, right? It was the Freihofer's Run for Women. So the very first year it wasn't. Freihofer's came in as the title sponsor on the second year. But, the company saw in their transitions of sales to Weston and then Bimbo Bakeries, everybody kept seeing value in the event. And Bimbo Bakeries continues to see value in the event. So they transitioned it over to the Sara Lee brand and the Delightful Bread brand. So we're lucky in that they see that value and want to keep investing in the community.
And I've known you as a runner, a mom, a coach, organizer.
Yep.
When did you start running? Were you running as a kid, or did you find this later in life?
Yeah, I guess I was somewhat early. I grew up swimming. I grew up swimming and sailing competitively. And then I ran track in high school because we didn't have a high school swim team, so I wanted a letter. And then come to find out as I dig through all my stuff, I actually got a letter in swimming because they did that for you. But I did run, one season of track in high school. I ran one season of track in college. I swam all the way through college. But when I graduated from college, moved into New York City, I couldn't afford a gym with a pool, so I started running with New York Roadrunners. And so I got involved with that and doing races there. And it was always like bagels and hot cocoa after.
I was going to say, how is running in New York City?
So fun.
Yeah.
Look, so I lived downtown, and I would just take the subway up to the Upper East Side. And it used to be like in a brownstone was where New York Roadrunners was. So everybody would just go hang, you throw your stuff there, and then just go into the park and run, which was really nice. And then I lived on the Lower East Side, so then you go over and run the East Side. And then I lived on the Lower West Side, and so you go over on the West Side Highway. And
Okay. Yeah, I was going to say Central Park's got to be a really fun.
it is.
Really fun run.
It is. And there's
I've only walked it.
it's
a
such
portion
a
of
culture
it,
in
like,
New York.
Yeah.
Like always has been. Like
Yeah.
you just see everyone out running.
Yeah. For sure. I was
Really funny.
So the last time I was down in New York City, we went to Central Park, and it was nothing but runners, bikers, and the occasional horse-drawn carriage coming through the park. And that was like, it was like pretty much everybody in that area. And then you had like your sellers on the side, people taking photos and stuff. But yeah. That would be one thing I'd want to go back and do, because that's kind of, that would be fun.
It's so fun. I
Fun
mean,
in
and
Central Park, yeah.
well, and so many of the races. I mean, there's so many down
Yeah.
there. Oh, they're awesome. Yeah.
I'd go back and watch the New York City Marathon. I don't know how they do it, but
That was my first marathon.
First marathon. So
listen, I have this conversation with my friend who runs marathons all the time, and I'm like, I don't know how you do it.
So in the podcast studio, we have, in all sincerity, an elite runner.
Thank you so much.
We have an elite runner, and then we have Stan.
Then we have a new runner in Shannon.
Well, I wouldn't say new runner. I, during COVID, ran a half marathon for just giggles. I couldn't say the other part of it. Giggles. Just because all the, the gyms are closed, so that's what you did. And I just worked up my pace and added 2 miles every weekend. And then I got plantar.
That's why
I got plantar fasciitis after that, and it took me out. And then the gyms reopened. So, yeah.
But how many? You got a couple 5Ks in the last 6 months.
Well, I, like, on my own, yes. Actually doing a 5K, one turkey trot.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. There's something, like, I'm all for a race to push yourself, because then you have, like, a date you're expected to be, like, on your game by. But otherwise, I'm very much like a mental runner. Like, if I have a bad day and I just need to blow off some steam and I don't feel like weightlifting and I just need to kind of, like, be outside, fresh air, that whole thing, and, like, think through some stuff, then I go for a run. And the miles don't matter on those types of runs. It's just about getting the run done and getting through whatever is going on that day. But it's very much a mental thing for me, more so than I would say like I'm not doing a 5K because I'm like, oh, I want to do the like for that first one I did was because my entire family was doing it, and they were like, hey, want to do a 5K? And I was like, sure, why not? We'll all do this together.
Yes.
So and now it's an annual.
But
thing.
I think people don't realize how good running is for your mental health. Yeah. Right? So people think like, oh, it's so hard and I have to do all. It's like, no. You will feel so much better.
Yeah.
Because it is. It's how you clear your head. If you think about things. And I love it when people don't wear headphones and don't have those distractions. Because, or you go out with a couple people and you solve all the world's problems.
Yeah.
One run and it's like, good, we're done. Like,
and I'm
down.
And I'm definitely someone who will have, like, I'll have music in, but it's usually to whatever I'm feeling that day, and it kind of just helps me, like, push through some stuff. I mean, lately, because I have been trying to work on, like, time and pace a little bit more and getting my breathing under control, you know this. I used a specific playlist on Spotify that tells like 160 to 184 for your heart rate, because I know that if I can sing those songs while I run, that my breathing and my pace is probably good, which is what Taylor Swift did when she was
and this is why
her tour.
The Taylor Swift portion of our show.
Yeah. So, but yeah, no, I mean, it's so, I think people think that running is so much of a physical thing for your health versus it being an emotional, mental thing for your health. And it really is, it's so nice because, like, sometimes I'll be like, I'll have like a problem I'm trying to work through with like a person, and I go on a run and I'm like, okay, I was in the wrong. I'm going to apologize. Like, let's have I need to text them, see if we can have a conversation and work through this, versus like just letting it like continue to like boil over.
Who do you do that with? You don't do that with me.
Not Stanley.
I'm on usually blast. If I make a mistake.
Maybe she just needs a little bit longer runs.
A little bit longer. We're not up there yet.
Okay.
I need more time in the day for
I don't get a lot of lead. I'm like, and I'm like, oh man, here we go.
Well, the other thing too is like, I don't know. Some runs are like, and I said this earlier, some runs are about the miles. Some runs are about the mental game. Some runs are about just getting out and running. Some and some runs are like that get out and run, but you're not running the entire time. Like I'll take breaks and walk a little bit, and then I'll be like, all right, like you need to push yourself a little bit more today. So sometimes a run is just about being like, I really wanted to do 2 miles today, but I'm like a mile and a half in and I'm really struggling and I needed to take a break and I want to give up. And instead you're like, but I'm just going to keep going. I might go a little bit slower than before, but I'm just going to keep going. And really pushing your body to do, really amazing things.
Well, that's what we do with the training challenge, right? Because we have a lot of women who
So it's
at all. Right?
so we've got
Good
Shannon's
segue to the training.
good segue because we're going to skip over me representing the sloth community. So I've run twice. Both times I saw a snake. So that's the extent.
Wait, you've been out? You didn't tell me you went out. You didn't tell me you've been out running.
I have not been out running. I've been out.
Oh, and you saw a snake and then you ran.
No, in my life I've run twice when I saw a snake.
Oh, okay.
So since we knew we were having Kristen come on, and this was previously planned,
because you wanted to get it,
and then we got bumped because of a flu bug that had Rita and myself in the bed looking like the couple from the Titanic, waiting for the water to come in and take us. But fortunately, we're back. So since that, and knowing we're going to have you on, I have taken to the trails in a fat. What is the look? She's like killing herself laughing right now.
I'm just trying to.
I'm gonna. You do not know how much I'm gonna get shirts made.
Did you get?
I beat Shen. I
swear.
I swear I'm gonna get shirts to say I beat Shen. I swear. You will drive me to this now.
Did you get the Nike training app like I told you to help you get?
I'm gonna talk to Kristen about what I'm doing today.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna talk to the expert.
Okay.
And then you can weigh in throughout.
I'm just saying, I love the Nike training app. I have one specific guy on there who I love his guided runs, and his voice is soothing.
I'm getting out of the car and moving. So this is like all first.
Okay.
Like decades of sidelines.
Very proud of you right now, Stan.
Thank you.
My face doesn't say it, but I am.
So
the challenge.
let's just talk about the race. 47, and you look great. 48th year?
48th year.
48th year. It's a 5K.
Yep.
Sunday, great day. Saturday, because we got
another great day.
You have a great day. Saturday, 9 a.m., typical 5K day. Throw a stone. You're going to find a race somewhere. You can sign up now. And this is women only.
Right.
This is women only.
Yep.
This is my opportunity to be at the start line and just scream out, hello, ladies.
Yeah.
Female race, $33 up until the midnight on the 28th. Then the price goes up. And then to get ready, you've got a lot of other things going on. The training challenge, which our friend Leanne just sent over as I was walking in the door, about the training challenge and things like that. And you talked about, as we were talking about running overall and about the community and things like that, solving the world's problems. But so what's been a standard within the run for women for years? And like, what are I think you made some tweaks and changes to make it always making it a little bit better.
Yeah.
So like,
the race really started as an opportunity to give women an opportunity to have their own start line. Because otherwise, the women are going to stand behind the guys because for a long time, the guys would just line up in front thinking they were faster, whether or not they were, right? So they didn't have, the fastest women didn't have clear space to run. And so it was an opportunity. There was one started in New York City and then this one to give women a chance. And so, started off small, but it grew quickly, right? So for a long time, it was seen as a very competitive event. And back in the late 70s, early 80s, you ran if you were a runner. Like, you ran a race if you were a runner. You didn't run a race or go into a race if you hadn't trained for it. And, it's very different now. Like, people will sign up and say, hey, I'm just going to go and do 3.1 miles because I think I can. And so over the years, it was, it kept growing. But then we found there were more and more people who were like, I would like to do this, but I have no idea how to get started. Or they would do the run for women every year and then nothing again until the next year. So it was like, all right, if we can get these women ready and then they feel really comfortable on race day, then maybe they'll just keep going. Because my ultimate goal is that this is a way of life, right? Because you need cardio, you need strength training, you need to eat well, you need to sleep. There's some basics that we all need. So a 5K is awesome because you can train for it, but it doesn't take up your whole life. Like, you're not having to plan long runs. And, if you run 3 miles, that can be your long run, right? So we got the training challenge started. In the first year, it was a basic start from the couch and get to running. And then we found that people came back, and it was like, okay, they'd already done it, and maybe they'd still done a couple races over the course of the year. So they were ready for a little bit more. So then we had an intermediate program, and then we had an advanced program. Then we found that there were a lot of people who were getting to the point where they were like you said, Shen, like, I gotta like that little walk and break in there. So a lot of people like the whole run-walk concept of you just alternate. Maybe it's a minute walk, a minute run, minute walk, minute run the whole way, 2 minutes on, 2 minutes off, whatever it is. So then we added that track, and then we added the walking track, because now it's like practically 40% of the field walks the 5K. So
Which is great exercise, too. Just want to put that out.
You know what? It is. It builds
So
your
good.
cardiovascular health.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with it. Like, we all need to be moving. We sit way too much, right?
Yep.
So, it really frustrates me, because we just did a post about it, when people are like, well, I can't walk. Well, if you can't walk 3.1 miles, let's do something to get closer to that, right? Because that is literally for your health.
And I don't think people will realize, like, when you put it, like, together and say it's, like, 3.1 miles, people are kind of like, oh, I don't know if I could do that. But, like, if you think about it, I feel like most people probably walk a mile, 2 miles, maybe even 3 miles in the day, in the span of the day. And all you're doing is saying, let's do that in a shorter amount of time. You don't have to do it super fast.
Right.
Like, if it takes you an hour to do it, it's fine. Like,
Well, and think about it. You go with your family to Disney,
yeah.
and you're walking around the park all
Yeah.
day. How far do you think you walked, right?
Yeah.
So don't say you can't do it. And we always have the people who were like, well, I got out of the high school mile. And I can't tell you how many adult runners are like, yeah, I would not run the high school mile. Like, they were terrified of it. So, they get over that, and they're like, well, that wasn't that bad. And then we have all the stories of the people who went on and then go do all different distances. But the stuff to me that's more empowering for the women is, like, getting over that mile mark. Like, getting to the point of being like, I never ran a mile, never thought I could do it. I didn't see myself as an athlete. And then they do that, and they finish the race, and then they're like, oh my God, what else can I do? Like, I'm going to do something cool. Like, and they'll do things in business or their lives or whatever. So
you're of the opinion that people that complete a 5K are generally happy. I envision myself weeping at the end.
well, you have
to.
because it's so emotional.
It's going to be two things, between the pain and the emotion.
Training idea.
That's the training.
So that is exactly it, right? Because you think about a lot of people will like sign up and say, and that's a turkey trot. People come out for the turkey trots because they think, oh, I'm going to do a turkey trot and then I can eat as much as I want. Well, that doesn't really work, but, and then they're like sore the next day because they didn't train for it. So you do need like a progression to get there.
I mean, I did like 4 weeks before because I hadn't ran in a while. I did like a 4-week. It was like 2 to 3 times a week I was running on top of already lifting 5 days a week. So like I was putting my body through probably a little too much at the time. But I mean, come race day, I felt so much better than I had in like weeks, which is why I now need to cut back on caffeine. But
So we have the big show.
Yeah.
Saturday, May 30th, 9 a.m. But we got a lot of opening acts with the training challenge. Again, $58.30 for that, plus fees, and registration ends on April 5th. What is the training challenge new, or is it evolving?
No, so the training challenge has been around since 2010, and that's actually how I got involved with the race. Because they said to me, hey, would you be interested in helping coach this thing? We don't know what it's going to be like. And we had like 400 women the first day, and some people came in fur coats and fur boots. And, that nobody really knew what to expect, including us. And that year it was okay, we're going to run for 30 seconds and we're going to walk for 60 seconds. And we did that for 20 minutes on the first day. And the people really liked it because it was the whole group thing, right? So it enables people who are like, I have no idea what's going on, to come and feel comfortable. And so that's how it's kind of progressed from there. And so it's 10 weeks long. We meet. And, again, like, it's terrible being a woman because then you tend to want to please everyone. So you've got to please all the women. So we meet 3 times a week.
There's exceptions to that rule.
Yeah.
In the podcast studio now. But carry on.
I'll teach her. No, it is probably good. You have to have those things, right? Because we'll have people like, but I really want this time and this location. And it's like, okay, we don't have enough people showing up. We're not going to host someplace.
There's a virtual portion to this, too.
There is a virtual, too, yeah. So we do Monday. Yeah, but you got to come to one because Monday mornings is at 6:30 at SUNY Albany. And then we meet over by the Sakati Center at 1 o'clock.
I think I was like, maybe I'll go to the Glenville one once.
Yeah.
I think there's one in Glenville. The Y, maybe. Somewhere.
So the training
Right,
training challenge is also female only?
Yeah.
Just checking.
Though we do have the virtual.
Correct.
So that's like a way if guys want to support their wives and do it. And because the reality is, so we have Mondays, we have Wednesday workouts, and we have the Saturday morning workout. And our goal is like get everybody together on Saturday morning and have a really big one. But the reality is most people can't come 3 times a week, right? So everybody gets their workout in an email. They could sign up for the virtual. If you sign up for the virtual, you still get your shirt and you get to come down and use the tent because we have a big training challenge tent on race day and we make it, a little special party for them. But it's nice to have those people waiting for you and knowing that you didn't show up for a workout and saying, hey, what happened? Where were you? And we've ended up having run groups created off of the training challenge. So there's groups of people who go out.
Gazette Running Club, chaired by Jeff Wilkin.
Yeah, so I was going to say, the Gazette used to have a run club. They also used to have a softball team, apparently.
Well, I think running's easy.
I actually think I had a Gazette run shirt still. I think I do.
You took everything.
Well, they were left over when they were cleaning out the one back room, and Jeff came over and was like, hey, do you want this? And it's massive on me, so it's like a shirt I sleep in, but it's cozy. But I'm pretty sure it has like the little run
All right. I have a meeting with Michelle. I will pitch amongst anything.
I feel like we got to get, I got to get a Gazette DSIC one made.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing, like for the run-in, I think a lot of people
just says, I did it.
Think about it. Like we have teams at the race. It says corporate teams, there's friends and family teams, there's mother-daughter, sister-sister, 4 generations, like all these different teams. So if I'm a company, I would have a team and I would have everyone have their the corporate logo on the shirt because it's great advertising.
Right.
Right? I mean, but not everyone thinks the way I do. Sadly for them.
What's our numbers? I know Mike McAdam is our runner and our running writer, so he knows all these things off the top of his head. What's your registration number for race day?
The last couple of years, we've had 2,800. I'd like to get it well over 3,000.
Yeah, your corral's gonna be weighing back.
Yeah.
2,800.
Right now, there's a running boom in the entire country. Like races are selling out. We got to get people in this area moving because they're not moving like they are in other parts of the country. And people can say, well, it's cold here, whatever. No, it's happening in Vermont. It's happening in Buffalo. It's happening. I mean, there's plenty of places that are cold and people are moving a lot more than we are around here. So that's a goal is just,
What's your number?
We got to live longer.
You want 4? You want 3, 4?
Yeah, let's 4? That would be awesome. Because it's such an empowering event, right? So, and it's an event where everybody's down there and you don't have anybody. Well, I can't say that. I'm sure we'll have someone who's upset about something. But 99.9% of the people are pretty happy and they're pretty proud of what they did and they're having a good day, right? And that's unique these days. So if we get together at an event, let's get more people together having fun, supporting each other. And maybe doing something hard, right?
Like after the turkey trot, when I finished, it was so fun. And you walked and you're coming down like the finish line and everybody's cheering you on the side. Doesn't matter who you are. Everybody's cheering you. Everybody got their cameras out taking, I'm on like 8 million videos right now. And then you find the person to give you like the little medal for like participating in it, and I was like, that's kind of fun. Like I get to keep that for the rest of like ever, as long as I don't lose it. And I have like a shirt too. It's this godly, ugly orange. I'll probably never wear, but I did it. It's a reminder that I did it. You know, and that was my first one that I actually ever signed. Like I've ran 5Ks on my own, but like that was the first one I ever signed.
The organized 5K.
Yeah.
Organized 5K.
Yeah, not the chaos in my mind. But yeah.
Which was the first name of the podcast because Shen wanted to go first. Oh. And so the pitch was Hot Mess and Stan.
Yeah.
And she nixed that, so she gave me top billing. So that's why it's Stan and Shen. So,
I thought it was just to be chaos.
So it's age before beauty.
yes, that's really how it. Yeah. Advertising came up with Stan and Shen, and she goes, well, why is it Stan and Shen? Why can't it be Shen and Stan? It's alphabetical. And I said, well, it's age before beauty.
Yeah.
And so, again, in case the audience was not aware, we are separated, Shannon and I are separated by 30 years and 3 days.
Oh, that's awesome.
So we are at the top end of this year's brackets for the race. We become rookies next year.
Yeah.
We age up to become rookies in our bracket. So we're gonna have a hard time getting an age based, big medal. It'll never happen for me, but for you. So.
Well, that's what's cool about the race, though. Like we've had girls as young as 4 do the 5K, and when those registrations come in, I call mom and say, "You do know this is 3.1 miles." But a lot of times it's like, "Yeah, we know," and we stop and we sit and we have a snack and then we get going again, and then we've had 92 is the oldest. So I mean, it's pretty cool the age range of what we get down.
And I will also throw this out there. It's not just the coming down at the finish line where you see all the people like. And I mean, I've only done one turkey trot, but let me tell you the amount of families that were out on the streets that had things for you, like water or juice or snacks. One family had a table of shots. I don't know who stopped, but it wasn't me because that sounds gross. But like everybody's just out, and you have like little kids with like little kettlebells and everything just like cheering you on, and that's kind of like the fun part. I will say that's the fun part of doing a race in person is you get to see all those people. And everybody's just so excited to cheer you on, which is so nice.
Well, you also get to see other people. So you get to see someone who's ahead of you that you're looking and going, how?
Yeah.
How? She's so much older, so much whatever, right? And I always tell any coach in the high school kids, I'm like, there's always somebody smarter than you, whipper than you, faster than you.
I think it's a nice way to push yourself.
It's so cool to see. And then you turn around and look and, I'm ahead of that person. Like, wow.
The ones that always surprise me not surprise me, but always just I'm in awe are like the women who are like pushing 2 kids in a stroller and they're running and they're ahead of you and you're like I got it's just me. You got 2 kids, a stroller, all the things in the stroller.
Yeah.
That
should be a separate category.
And then the next thing I look at is I look at their calves and I go, yeah, she runs because you can usually tell. And it's amazing, and especially for like women, like men, I don't know. I think of it this way. I'm like, if a man wanted to get up and run, it's kind of easy. Like you guys are just built more muscular. Like your body types are just built more muscular. You have more testosterone.
Yeah, women are better at longer distances.
I was just gonna say that, but women, you will see like women come out, and I'm like, I knew of a lady who gave birth and then ran a 5K like 3 weeks later. Right. And I was like, that's insane.
If you never heard me say this, I will say this now on the podcast, on the record. This is absolute human Darwinism, God fact. If men had to give birth, the race would have died out. Period. The end.
End of story. Yeah.
No, but isn't that amazing?
Do not tell me stories of lore of you passing a kidney stone. I don't care.
Well, I was just
surrounded by women that they are it.
But I'm just saying, like, the fact that, like, the women will get out and outrace men or push, like, children in strollers. Like, I don't know. Maybe I haven't been to enough races, but I don't see men out there a lot pushing 2 kids in a stroller racing a 5K.
I got photos. They are.
I mean, they've started.
There are some dads, but it's.
These women are
great,
like insane, and I'm
but
like,
what's
that's
happening
great.
Women are getting faster after they had kids. The professional women. So, like last year, Amy Davis Green ran and came in 3rd place, and she was 20 weeks pregnant.
It's insane,
right? And then Tristan Van Ord, who won now, and then after she won the race, she got married. She's having a baby. Oh, she'll come back. I mean, they all like it's kind of cool because the top women that we have, they all go on to do amazing things. So you get to kind of track them in their careers and stuff. But they'll tend to come to us when they're like 26 to 30. And then a lot of them they're getting married and they have kids and they're still racing and they're still doing everything.
Yeah.
So it bothers me because I never stopped. Like we started talking about how I got started. And so I did New York Roadrunners races and then I moved to Colorado. That's when I got into triathlons. You know, I didn't have my boys until later, but I ran a 10K when I was pregnant with Alex. Like he was born 2 weeks later. Like, whatever. Like, that's just what you do. And just because I had one son, I was like, I'm not stopping doing what I do.
Yep.
Right? You kept doing it. Now, did I do as much when I was pregnant with Jack? No. But I still did. And as soon as, he was born, I had that jogger. We would go out. And when we moved here, I would take them both and get all the way to freaking Dunkin' Donuts. And that was their reward for sitting in the stroller so that I could get that workout in. But it bothers me when a lot of women will give up their stuff, when they have kids. Because you are actually stronger. Like, you can do so much.
Well, also, I think
part of that time.
Well, I think the thing that's so great about this run is it tells women that they're allowed to take up space.
Yes.
And I think we're finally starting to get there, like women, especially with the way social media has been, and women who go to the gym and they lift and they're like, I'm not moving off a bench just because some dude wants it. And I walk in there with an attitude like nobody's business when I come into the gym and I can tell you every man that's in the gym right then and there, and most of them know me, and they know that if I ask, like, is this bench being used, and it's not, they better say no. Because, like, I will lift heavy in a gym. I'll be right up there with the guys. But it's because I want other women who go to the gym just like me to feel like they can take up space. Like, you're allowed to be in there, too. Like, this is not just for men. Running isn't just for men. Lifting isn't just for men. So I think that's what's great about this race is it gives women a space to be like, here we are. We can do this too. So.
And I think there have been a lot of changes. And I see, especially coaching high school, that there are a lot of women in this area, or girls, they haven't gone to college yet and turned into women. But there's so much talent in this area. And I think they are more confident at doing that, the taking up space and taking their rightful place. But we still have a lot of generations, and it's still that whole thing of like, well, I'm having a family now, so I can't do anything. No, you can. Your husband can cheer, and you race, and then the kids can do, because we have free kids runs and the Capital Kids 3K. So, I mean, it can be a family deal that day, right? And I think that's important.
Or he can watch the kids and you can run.
No, that's it. Yeah, you run.
Yeah, you run.
And you watch
thing you
kids,
want to do.
And then the kids can participate too.
And I think it's great that we're bringing this up right now because it's Women's History Month. But anyway, just want to toss that in here too since it's March.
Appreciate it.
Celebrating women.
Well, it is, and that's something with the run. You can see the progression. Like if you go back and look at the original pictures, it was, and that's what I started in. Boys sneakers, boys socks, like the tube socks. You probably remember those. Boys shorts. There weren't women's shorts. Like it was, and a t-shirt. There was no girls t-shirts versus boys t-shirts or anything like that. Like just even that kind of progression that we've made is huge.
So I'm going to take a quick break and do shameless plugs for Schenectady, and I'm coming back with some very important stuff. So shameless plugs. Last weekend of Man of La Mancha at Slock Theater, celebrating their 99th season. Please go see it. Michael Keller gave it a rave review, besides my rave review of seeing it opening night.
Advertising portion of the podcast.
This is the unpaid ads.
Yes.
So Michael Bellotti was on the Tell Me Your Story podcast, the lead, playing Cervantes and Don Quixote. And as I chastised him afterwards, I said, "You undersold Livia," who played Aldonza. Just absolutely fantastic. So the talent that's in there. So they're going to finish this weekend. Seafarer will open at Schenectady Civic Players this weekend. So that's going on. And then Sound of Music's playing at Proctor's this weekend. And I had something else, and I totally forget what we have going downtown. Shen's even asking me. So those are the big
Must
three.
be some good food stuff going on.
Speaking of which, speaking of musicals, we checked off something off the bucket list yesterday. Newsy was at Mohonasen High School for a rehearsal of Mohonasen High School's Newsies.
Oh, that's
So that'll be up online with some photos and some video of Newsy at Newsies. And number one Newsy will be in the audience on Saturday to see Newsies. It'll be my first time seeing it. Rita's well-versed in musicals, so we're doing that. So that's the shameless plugs of Schenectady and the areas. Everyone celebrated a wonderful St. Patrick's Day on Saturday and also yesterday. Some great things going on there. So I'm done with shameless plugs. Okay. Stan and Shen Show on all your podcasting platforms. Stan and Friends along with Tell Me Your Story. Okay. This race, back to this race. There's a challenge portion to this race that kind of was a theme this year, which kind of kicked off the pitch.
right.
The very easy pitch, phone call,
Yeah, exactly.
text, email to Stan about this. So just talk about like the challenge. Is that something that you created or just kind of did evolve, or how did like kind of like the
See, this
idea
is
of challenge?
problem with running, because you go out on a run and then you come up with ideas. So yes, it's like, okay, so we have this training challenge and it's in its 16th year. How do we make it exciting and different and get the word out to more people? Because as we all know, that's very, very challenging to get it out. So you know, that ice bucket challenge, and I think it was like some video came up in a memory of the ice bucket challenge, and I had done that when we were in Canada, and I was like, you know, we should do a challenge like that and just have people challenge each other to do the training challenge, like get people just to say yes, I'll give it a go and I'll try. And so we said, okay, that's a great idea, but then like, I don't want an ice bucket. Like, that doesn't sound very fun. So I was like, okay, what if we just said we're going to work with a nonprofit, and the bonus thing will be if you register for the training challenge, you're going to know that a donation is going to go back to Northern Rivers. So that's what we did. We said for every registration that we get in, $5 will go to Northern Rivers, and we're encouraging people to challenge other people. So, you know, send your challenge to do the training challenge. And I think it is fun because it's this opportunity to get with a group. A lot of people, run clubs are taking off. Like, we've got some good run clubs in the area. But I talked to a lot of people who are like, well, I'd like to go, but I don't even know what they're talking about. Like, well, you learn all the lingo and you learn warm-ups and cool-downs. And even if you do the virtual, so Stan, you can do the virtual, you'll get emails. Oh, you're on the challenge. You'll get emails that say, hey, here's your workout for the day. Here's what you do. And it's that good progression, right? So it's not running out the door and trying to do 3 miles and then being sore for 3 days.
So if you do that, let me know. I want to laugh a little. So.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
But that is right? That's the benefit of doing a program, is that it is a gradual progression. And that way, you know, you end up getting to the event day, because for a lot of people, like, they do need some event there, right? Like, they need something on the calendar of this, like, all right, I really should go out today. I don't want to. And we always say, like, you'll feel better after you do it.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of days where you don't want to.
I would
as an
say.
event,
Yeah.
you're more likely to do it.
Thank God for the turkey trot having, like, a date set, because there are some days where I was like, oh, I don't really want to do this. And, like, maybe I did one less run that week, but I still got in, like, 2 of the 3, you know, and I just picked whichever one I knew I kind of needed to work on more. But there were a lot of times, you know, that I was just like, oh.
Well, and that happens, right? And then life gets or whatever. So at least if you know that you have, oh, I know I've got these 3 workouts in email, and maybe I can't go to the Monday workout, but I can do it on Tuesday, and then you feel, you know, it's not bad to feel a little guilty about missing it. Right?
I also feel like it keeps you on track with so many other things, like, especially because I was doing it in the winter, and I hate running outdoors in the winter, so I did a lot of treadmill work. But it also meant that I was like, man, so I can't skip my weightlifting today because I can't skip my running. So if I'm already going to the gym because I got to run because it's on the schedule for today, then I might as well also do my shoulder, chest, and tricep workout because I'm already there.
Yeah,
So then it was like, okay, so we're going to do that, and then we're going to run.
And then you schedule it in because that's important to you, right? Yeah. And then you get it done instead of like making it an afterthought. Like, I mean, the things that we want to do.
Also forces you to eat healthier, drink more water. Because let me tell you, if you don't eat healthy before you go to hit a run or go to the gym, you feel like crap.
And that's perfect segue because I created this new thing this year that's a laminated sheet that everybody's getting. And on one side, it talks about how do you know if you're hydrated? What does hydration even mean? And then what are things to eat before you do a workout? What are things to eat after? Like what are good snacks on race day? And then the flip side is all recovery and injury prevention. And so what are things that you should do? What are the kind of the signs? The big thing we always have, and the other good thing about being in person is something happens and you're like, this hurts. Is that something to worry about? Or is it something that's just natural that happens as you're starting to ramp up?
Overtraining. Yep.
Yep.
So, what's your time going to be?
You're asking me now? I'd like to get to a 30, like a 10-minute mile. Like, I would love to just get in that 10-minute time frame. My first mile is usually good. It's after that gets a little rough. That first mile, you got that full-on energy, and you're just going. And then after that, I feel like I kind of come down a little bit. But if I can just keep it the full way. And I will say, like, the last few runs that I've been out on, I definitely have not eaten the way that I should have or hydrated the way that I should have for those runs. It's always like, oh, I want to go for a run. I probably should eat a couple bananas so that I'm not, like, cramping on the run and drink some electrolytes and then hope that everything works out okay. So definitely not, like, the best of my training. But
that's part of it is learning, right?
Yeah.
And everybody's different. So... And I always like tell the kids and my boys, I can have milk before I run. Like there's a lot of people who can't, right? You can train your stomach to do things, but it's a lot of testing and then what I love about this is we start March 23rd and then the race is May 30th. The weather gets nicer as we go.
Yes.
So it's a perfect 60
and light, everything is just,
I actually do like that
which is really fun versus training for a turkey trot where you start when the weather's nice, and then you finish, and you have no idea what it's going to be.
Yeah. Yeah, I will say that. I'm excited. Hopefully there's, like, really good weather that day. I don't want, like, 80, 90, but, like, 70s, mid-70s.
Typically.
With a nice breeze.
Hey, what's the history is?
I mean, the history is, so the race has been in April and March, but the majority of it has been the first Saturday after Memorial Day. Typically, it's really nice. Like, it's chilly. Like, I'll have a jacket on in the morning when we first get there, run around, getting everything set up and ready to go. Everybody's in shorts and stuff when they race it. But last year, it was rain and harder rain and even harder rain. I mean, the pictures are epic because people are, like, running through puddles and there's water everywhere. But again, it was horrible weather, especially for runners that aren't, like, I just like to do this and I want to get out no matter the weather. But everybody was like so happy and accomplished at the end. And then you have the battle stories, right? Yep. So typically the weather is really nice. And it's like late May, early June is usually cool in the mornings. It hasn't really warmed up at 9 o'clock. So, we usually have great weather and really nice photos.
I'm excited, but if it rains, I'm ready.
So I have to get a waterproof Shen head for the finish line.
Yes.
Well, if you do, then we know we won't have rain.
Exactly.
Right?
That's why we'll do that.
Yeah. Also, I did text my person as I was driving in to tape the podcast that I was like, hey, forgot to tell you we were taping today, by the way, so I'm going to challenge you. So just your challenge.
So on the podcast, you are challenging
Erica Miller, former photographer for the Gazette.
Photographer extraordinaire.
Yes, current photographer for BOCES.
Yeah.
So she knows it. She knew it was coming because I didn't want to just blindside her. But she has gotten into running.
Yep, back to running. Yeah.
Yep. She has gotten back to running. And so, she said she'd be down for it. So
she actually has a leg up on you as she's getting back into running. Thank you, Kristen, for that. So you've got your challenge out of the way.
Yep.
Okay. So for the male of the species,
Yeah.
and I say this to every future bride at every, when we're at the track during the season, you'll see the bridal parties and stuff like that. So I automatically apologize to the future bride for the future husband. I said, apologize for for the groom, because we're, as the male as a species is dumb. How do we do the virtual run to support the women in our lives and this great cause? What do we do as a male that want to be a part of this that are not at the finish line? This is the Women's Day Out.
Right, exactly.
So what's our plan?
Do the virtual challenge.
Okay, which is, how do we do that? Because
The registration is on the same page.
Oh, I can challenge him to the virtual challenge?
Yeah.
I'm going to challenge you too, Stan.
This year we started something new.
Okay.
Because I'm always creating new things. And it's called the Lift Her 5K. So Lift Her 5K. So it's a virtual 5K for the guys. So it's between the Friday, 1 week out from the Friday eve of the race to that Friday. So anytime during that, you complete your 5K on your own time. You enter your time if you want to. You don't have to. And I haven't figured out what we're getting. So, Stan, you can help decide. Should it be a cowbell? Should it be a running hat? Like, what should we do? Shirt? I don't know.
Cowbell. Cause
Cowbell.
Gotta make more
Yeah, like
noise.
cheer 'em on.
Yeah.
I like cowbell. Newsy's all about cowbells.
Yeah.
Newsy's been to a couple 5Ks. We now have color coordinated bells for Newsy to match the event colors.
Accessories.
Yes, Newsy has a wardrobe budget and everything. And you say you can run this at any time before, or when does virtual close out? Does it close?
So it literally is like we open it for the
Friday to Friday?
Log your you
Okay.
can log your time and stuff, and
All right.
Friday to Friday.
Friday to Friday.
Yep.
So my time has to be logged before somebody goes to the corral.
Yeah, and then you need to tell me.
I know. See, then it'll be you do have to then.
I will literally push myself to the point where, like, if you see me bend over at the end and throw up, that means I've really I've hit the peak Shannon.
Well,
It's happened.
Well, knowing because we had to delay the taping, I already ordered my I Beat Shen shirt.
Okay, I wouldn't wear it that day.
Chad said there's no way. I'm going to come close to your time. He actually said, he goes, oh, no, you're not going to come close. He didn't say you're not going to beat her.
Yeah.
Chad says, oh, you're not even going to come close. I'm like, that's kind of foul, man. I mean, where's the bro code on that? That was harsh.
It was my friend first.
I understand that, but I'm saying is I was looking for,
bro.
in the office, you vacated. So your friend association for that portion of our
I
conversation.
feel like if you ask most people in the Gazette who's going to win between the two of us, I think I would guess more than 85%.
We'll see.
would be me.
We'll see what it is at Rivers.
Might
We'll put a prop bet up at Rivers.
I feel like more than 85% of this office is going to say me.
We'll see. And
And by at least 10 hits.
really,
By
really,
Okay, I'll take
really, you're throwing it down.
Yeah.
Oh, it's on like Donkey Kong now. We will come back on the podcast and decide what I'm going to win at a later time. My guess is it's going to be dinner because we all know we like to eat, and some more than others.
Okay.
But we got to pick the place first
Okay.
because I don't want you to change it on.
Just on.
I know. Well, maybe
I get
that
10
could be a sponsor. You guys,
You're spotting me 10
and
minutes
they sponsor it.
on the podcast. You're spotting me 10 minutes.
I think I will beat
You're spotting
you
me 10
by
minutes.
at least 10 minutes.
Okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's on.
Okay.
Okay. So you talk about, so this is for me, and Shen's already brought up her running music, her running routine,
jam.
things like that.
Yeah.
Your jam. Yep. So I've been working on this. Like I said, I've been out on the trail, not running.
Looking at it,
I've
contemplating.
been going down the trail at a very steady, fast pace. Not
You
a,
want a trail?
Not a
Or you
slope.
want a paved or?
I'm going to pave trail.
Oh, okay.
That's
Because I was
very
gonna
flat.
say you need different shoes if you're gonna
That's
do.
very flat.
You're gonna dip. Ooh, speaking of which, is the course flat?
Really?
I'm assuming it's not flat.
It's not flat. It's not bad. I mean, it's a gradual. It's on Washington, so it's a gradual uphill. But when you come back down, you're gonna feel it. Like, we literally have to have people back up from where they think they should stand when the elites come across, because they come across so fast.
Yeah.
But it is nice. And I do get worried watching people come down because people get super excited.
Yeah.
And they get going fast. And it's like,
So like
not
they
all.
tumble. Yeah.
But then you go and then you make a left and you go down a nice hill in the park.
Okay.
And so it goes around the lake in the park.
Okay.
I only asked gradual uphill on the other.
I only asked because I was wholly unprepared for this turkey trot. The first turn is a massive hill back home where we ran it, and we ran it in like Lysander Beeville area. It was literally your first turn. You come right out the gate, and your turn is like not even 100 feet, and boom, hill, and then you're up. And then that first one kills you because even the tiniest little hill in a road, you're like, hill. Yeah, so now I just know I got to throw some hills in there.
So what do you recommend for a running for those of us that'll be on the trails moving, not running yet?
Moving, walking. You say walking.
No, I'm not
Walking at a swift pace.
I'm
Walking with purpose.
I'm Swifty.
Yeah.
Right now. I'm Swifty right now. What do you have she has her Taylor Swift thing for the breathing and stuff like that. So what do you recommend? What do you like? What's good? Is it jam the whole time? Is it up and down?
Funny what I always play for the kids, that gets me going. So Sandstorm. Just put that on. And just go.
Just go.
Yeah. And just go with the song. You know it, right?
She's pulling it up right now.
Yeah.
We don't have ASCAP, so you can't play it. That's $400 a year. I put it in for
It builds.
It
Yeah.
builds.
And it pulls you. Like if I'm driving to that, I'm speeding.
But I
think that's a good one, right? Because it's like you got to put on what motivates you.
So that's what I was going to say. So here's
you know what I also feel like would be a good running song? Enter Sandman by Metallica.
So here's what I've been doing in my travels on the trail. So I put on, and this cue the eye roll. So I put on Sirius XM's Classic Rock Top 1000.
Yeah.
Because it just picks up wherever it is randomly, stuff like that. And so I'm like going through this, picking out my songs I want to put on my running playlist. Because right now I'm going out to 3 songs and I'm coming back to 3 songs.
Yep.
That's my workout time. Okay. So I'm like in my head, I'm developing my running playlist.
Yeah.
At the same time, I'm also establishing my funeral playlist at the same time. So they won't all be the same. Like right now, Blue Oyster Cult's Don't Fear the Reaper is my start for my training, but we're not going to play that at the funeral.
Okay.
But I'm really leaning in.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to put in like Hell's Bells or Back in Black on the funeral playlist. It might be on this playlist, but I really am, and I'm in a spot right now where I think I want to finish based on my time within the 10 minutes buffer of Shen. Because even though I'll win, she'll say, yes, but I gave you 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So I'm putting that on the record now that I will win and you will always say, but I gave you 10 minutes. I really think I want to finish with American Pie and Freebird. I think I want to break the.
Yeah, that would be.
I want to break the virtual tape of Freebird.
I'm giving you a good time though. I'm giving you, for someone who's never really run.
Never run. No,
never run.
Never really. There's never
run. I'm giving you a time of somewhere between 40 to 50 minutes to do this. That's not bad as a new time run.
So
That's really
what do you think?
bad.
50 minutes for a novice?
Yeah. Well, and here's the thing. If you start doing that now, as you're doing your playlist, like put it so it's a fast song and a slower song.
Yeah.
And a fast song and a slower song.
Well, I like to tell
even as you're going and you're just starting as a walk, like fast walk, like you're like, whoa, I can't hold this pace. 4 minutes, good, I'm done.
Okay.
Like, and then ease it back.
Okay.
And then when you got another fast song that comes on, you stay on that beat.
This is why I like the Taylor Swift one, because as soon as Ready For It comes on and she's like, dun, 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 I'm like, heads in the game, we're going.
Yeah.
And then there's like I'll back off when it's not the chorus, just a tiny bit. And when it's the chorus, I'm like, push
And then
hard.
you push, yeah. And you can do the same thing. Like, if you get going, then you take the choruses and then you go. Yeah.
And my watch will always tell me, and I've never hit the top peak of that playlist, which is like 184. Like my top peak is like 178, which isn't great.
178 meaning?
178 my heart rate.
Okay.
Yeah, so that playlist is meant to have you between 160 and 184. So it's a pretty, like most of the songs.
I think if I hit 178, Rita gets something off my watch.
Yep. She gets an alert.
You might the first time you come out though, like I'm telling you, because it's gonna take a minute for you to get like I have a really hard time getting my breathing under control. Like I'm still learning to pace myself.
Well, then you're not doing your easy. Out.
Yeah.
So, and that's the thing, right?
Yeah.
You've got to do.
I do my
So that's why it's great
easy.
starting with the walking, right? Because that builds your aerobic base, and you want to use oxygen as much as you can.
With the walk is so run is so boring that I'm like,
It's okay.
So it is, but it's better for your overall health, and you will feel better at the end, and you will be able to go faster because then when you go hard,
it's just that hard part of like being someone who's like, you're mentally ready for the run and you like want to go hard, and then you're like, oh, I have to do this at like a 4 pace.
So here's my challenge. Will this become a thing between the two of us?
Like a yearly thing. We'll see how this turns.
Well, this is like Kristen saying. It's not.
I know.
It's not. If I do this,
I'll make a runner out of you yet.
this is what I'm saying. Like I'm gonna. So there's a speaker, and forgive me for not. I wrote a story about it, and it was absolutely wonderful. And he was at Saratoga Springs High School, and it was like lightning struck me.
Yeah.
It takes 30 days to create a habit. It takes 30 days to break a habit. He goes, then it becomes a part of you.
Yeah.
So whether it's carbs,
Right.
everything that puts Stan up to 305,
And that's why people do the 75 hard every year.
And then, then it becomes, again, part of your life.
Right.
You're not thinking about it anymore. It's a thing you do.
It's just something you do, and you schedule it in, and it's,
yeah. So we're locked in. Stan Hudy Run, May 29th, Friday. Look for the time to be posted.
Do it the Friday before.
Friday before. It's got to be, right? It's got to be.
Yeah.
That's the latest I can do is Friday before,
that is
so
the
we can
latest.
post it, and then post the 10-minute buffer.
Yeah. I mean, you'll
will have to worry-
get suggestions, but I will say that week leading up, just ease off a little.
Yeah.
And make sure you're eating.
Believe me, I'll be ready.
Make sure you have the energy. All right.
And so now the app. So for our virtual run, is that through the app? Do we hit a button or do you Stavia? What do you recommend for?
Oh, so we have a sign up. It's a separate page and run sign up. So I will send that to you. So you can have it. Yes, and then you'll get all the instructions on how to load your time and everything.
Okay.
Did you order your running clothes and shoes yet?
runsignup.com. I will be going to a retailer. I don't know who your sponsors are yet, so I don't know if I can say them. Is it everybody?
I mean, you can say because we don't.
So here, I had a conversation. I run local. I was working on a Black Friday story.
Are you going to get specific shoes?
I'm going to get my first shoes.
Are you going to Fleet Feet?
Well, you want me to go to Fleet Feet, which
Because they have the thing that you
They have
step on
the-
it and then when you're done running with your shoes or tired out, you take them back and they'll look at the treads and they'll help you find even better shoes.
So we have shout out
like
to Fleet
that.
Feet,
Yeah.
or I run local.
I have a gift card.
And they both do.
Yeah.
They both
do that.
okay. Both are great people.
Yeah, and both will say if you take the shoe home and it doesn't work,
Yeah, oh, yeah.
bring it back,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
So that's why I say you
And
thought
so
it-
knowledgeable too. Like I was there, and I was almost sold before Thanksgiving because I think what happened was you announced that you were going to do the turkey trot, and then I'm like, all right, this is going to be a thing now. She's going to come back and be like all ripped and ready, like Stan, you got to do a 5K, Stan, 5K.
I didn't. You just jumped on it. I would not have suggested that to you one bit.
Not that quick, but in the future, like how much fun it was. We could advertise. We'll make a thing of it. And we're making a thing of it. But we're doing it we're making a thing for the right
My thing
reason.
would have been like, I'll run and you just be the announcer.
Right.
I wasn't going to push you to that limit, but
No, she pushed me to, okay, you have to do this, and then you have to be at the finish line with a big Shen head.
Stan, I'm not in your head that much. You gotta get me out of there.
No, you pick up. You have a wing. Just rent a space, you have a wing.
Nice.
To the point where I may kill him and Rita may kill me. Please don't die doing this
So,
challenge.
Kristen,
No.
you're right. She doesn't take up any room in my space,
Yeah.
right? Any room in my head. What time did you text me this morning with your coffee order?
8?
6:39.
Oh, was it really that early?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Your coffee order, and that's why I was laughing because I was already up and dropped off Rita, and I was already headed towards my trail.
It was 6:34. That's pretty bad. I'm sorry. You could have ignored me.
No, when it comes across, it's like I don't know what I'm getting.
Yeah.
Well, I figured you were dropping off Rita, so
Yeah, I was. And I was already, so with your text, I made darn sure I was headed to the trail
okay.
because I knew we were coming into this. And I'm there every other day
See,
now.
but that's it. It's having a goal, right?
It is.
And I will guarantee you will, and that's perfect, right? But in the end, you're going to feel so much better too. You're going to be.
We'll see.
All right, this is good. I'm glad I did it.
We'll see.
Mine is 30 minutes. That's going to be my goal. I don't even care if I beat you. I just want 30 minutes. I want a 10-minute mile for each of them.
That's totally.
So I'm like 12.5 then.
Yeah.
2:46. Yeah. I get
But I told you, if you did it somewhere between 40 and 50 minutes, that's still a good time, especially as someone who's never run.
sloth. I like I said, it's
Well, see, here's the
it's
thing,
couch
though.
to 5K, and I'm trying to find the sloth to 5K book, and it's not
That's
written.
you have a very young athletic age. Like, not in all, dead serious, right? Because you see people, like, you see the stories all the time that people, like, start running at age 60, and they're crazy fast because they don't have a lot of built-up miles and injuries on their.
And I'm on the sideline, like 40, going, you are just a piece of fat and bone. When you see like the 92-year-old woman come across, and I'm like in tears. So I'm like, I think it's the greatest thing. And
Yeah, Stan, you don't
everybody's
have built
cheering.
up miles. Like, my knee makes noise every time I
I'm
walk
a little
up the stairs.
mileage. I'm a little mileage.
Yeah,
So
so that's
that's
great,
miles.
though.
Yeah.
Because, you do it smartly. You just do the gradual build-up. You're going to be golden.
Remember to stretch.
Oh yeah, I got that down.
Remember to
'Cause that's-
you know what you should buy? On Amazon, a handheld massage gun. Telling you.
Oh, the Theraguns? Yeah, we
Yeah,
sell.
will
I
save
get the roller. I got the roller. I'm old school.
Like, sometimes if
I
I
put
feel
my
the
weight in that
influence
roller.
coming on, I hit it. We're like solid again.
Saturday.
I know, it is fun because you can do a lot more shopping now because you do need all the recovery tools.
Yeah. So it's.
But at the
it's
same
in my
time,
cart.
it's also very.
My shorts are in my cart. I'm gonna get my shoes local. My shorts. I'm gonna.
Yeah, my problem right now for me is I hate running in shorts. I'm just not that type of person. I'm very much a leggings, and I cannot find a pair yet. Like, I'm on Amazon every day going, like, reading reviews and like 8 million reviews.
So
and
what
going,
do you want? Something light?
I want it to be compressive,
fashion
but
version of
also
the Stan
like
and Shen show.
not fall down, you know?
So, like, I can say this because I am a Lululemon ambassador.
I've heard that all
But they're Lululemon.
Yeah.
They're longer shorts. I wore them for trail series, and they've got tons of pockets in them.
Okay.
So they're really awesome. But I think they're. I should know the name. It's like there's something elite.
Yeah.
But they're super lightweight. So it doesn't feel like it's a heavy shirt. Because a lot of times, like, if
So my stepmom, who
used
used to on her way a half marathon
heavy.
stuff, she recommended them, or she said, how do you pronounce it? Like the Carrie Underwood brand at Kalia,
Oh, yeah.
at Dick's Sporting Goods. So, but I'm like very picky, especially about the waist area, because like you can't have it be too loose, because then it's just like the whole time you're like running,
like, you're
like
pulling
trying-
it up all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's partially why I don't wear shorts, because like also like in shorts and it's a whole thing. But anyway.
It is a whole thing, but training
It made me feel like this
stuff
whole
like that because it's chafing.
Yeah.
I had a guy tell me, women don't chafe in a 5K. I was like, what? Because you think chafing in a marathon, right? And because there is a lot of chafing in a marathon, but it doesn't matter. You can be chafing in a 5K because it's friction.
And sweat.
so,
You
yes.
want something that's like not gonna like drench. Like if you get drenched in sweat, that it kind of dries faster, so you're not like.
Well,
the
that's
whole
why you want the
time-
weighting
yeah.
materials, right? So and you want things close, and people don't really think about it. They're like, I don't want it really fitted. Yes, you do, because you don't want it moving,
Yep.
right? So if it gets the moisture away from you and it's a little bit tighter on you, everybody's body's okay. We've
Yeah.
all seen worse.
Yeah.
Come on out and be
So
comfortable.
like I have a fitted shirt down that I don't mind wearing, but in like tank tops, like I have brands that I can go to for that. It's the leggings that have been the problem.
It is, but there's
I get
so
very
many
picky,
more options
and I get,
now.
I have ones that I really like for like weightlifting at the gym, but I can't necessarily use for running.
So when are we gonna?
Like if I'm doing a practice.
So when are we gonna check in with our first training time on the podcast? 2 weeks?
Sure.
Are we not gonna release the? Are we not gonna release the training time, or is there gonna be some like gamesmanship involved?
I think we got to see what the training looks like. Like if because you're asking like training time, that would be like if we at least ran one 5K.
Just the mile. We're just looking
just
at
the
our,
mile?
just
You
we're
want
looking at,
just the
like,
mile?
what's our average? Like, where are we at?
Oh.
Where are we at in our training?
Okay. All right. So
2 weeks?
2 weeks
2 weeks?
per mile.
All right.
Yeah.
Because, got to have data to make the bet at Ripper.
My first mile is usually like a little over 11. So
Okay. So that gives me 13? 13.5? 13.3?
sure.
13.3? All right. Check in the Stan and Shen podcast as we
Are you gonna actually
train our
run
way.
first mile? Or are you gonna walk the first mile?
It is my training program, and I will do what's appropriate for me so I don't hurt myself.
Well, you could also do it. You could say what your average is.
Yeah.
Like, what's your average pace of a workout?
Yeah, what's our average pace?
Okay.
So that way you're not trying to hammer something too early.
Okay.
See, thank you.
When you want to hammer the mile, you can do the Freedom Mile on the 4th of July. And you can go hammer.
I'm booked. I'm booked on the 4th for stuff up in the other county that shall not be named
Yes.
with the representative from the Downtown Schenectady Improvement Corp program coordinator, Shenandoah Briere.
Okay. You can say Saratoga.
I can? Okay. Thank you so much for coming on.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing everything, and Shen just shares.
That's what I'm here for.
Hey, you did the challenge. It was accepted. That's awesome.
That's it.
Do that on a challenge on top of a challenge.
Exactly.
That's it. And then we'll do the wagon train challenge.
Oh God. I can't do that food challenge. I know my limits when it comes to
I know and I'm a big guy, but
I think the two of us could do that challenge together.
yeah, they won't let
Maybe.
you though.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have our guests get us out of here and go around the room. So words of wisdom. How do you want to get us out of here to end this today, Kristen?
I just think, running is moving your body is an incredibly empowering experience. And so the more people that can get out there and experience it, the better.
I'm supposed to have words of wisdom? I was wholly
Anything.
unprepared for this.
Well, usually you're like
Oh.
on your phone getting a T Swift quote or something like that.
You know, if run then drink. I don't know.
That was yesterday,
Oh.
Saturday and yesterday. Ride to the bar and then drink.
No. It's more than physical. It's mental and emotional too.
That's good.
And I will get you out with.
The very typical Stan quote.
I will not for our guest.
Oh. Oh wow.
Run within your life. It's the only one you've got.
Oh, I like that.
He just changed a couple words from his normal one.
Hey Shen, it's Brian Krause here. I hear you're doing great things on the show and the newspaper, and I want to say, oh, look at that. How sexy is that? Same guy? I don't know. Listen, word is, keep it up. You're kicking ass. And to the Stan and Shen show, keep rocking. I'm Brian Krause. Much love.